What's up, guys? Welcome back to Two Dudes and a Brew. I'm Billy.
I'm Alex.
And we're back again with another beautiful episode.
Oh, yeah. We're back.
It was
Shining colors.
It was like this whole fucking thing to get this set up and going, because if you're watching on the camera right now, we are in a different place. This is actually the editing studio for Two Dudes.
A.K.A. my office.
Old Alex's office.
So we changed it up with... Everybody's kind of really busy as hell right now, but we want to continue to bring content. We talked about it on the weekend when we shot the last episode. I'm going to adjust this so if you hear a little bit. Sorry.
There it is. You're adjusted.
We talked about it. Billy and Albany were nice enough to come to us.
Well, y'all always come to us.
Well, then it was like, damn, they got this big-ass room. We'll do it in the office. The office will look cool.
Yeah.
And then it was like 25 minutes of where do we want to put the table.
Yeah. It's okay, though, because you see in our background, we got this random map of the world that apparently Jordan bought out of nowhere. So, dope.
It's called a scroll.
You know
Have you ever watched Pirates of the Caribbean?
A scroll?
Scroll.
Scriggity scroll. You know what we should have put there, though? We should have put that fucking Marilyn Monroe that's still sitting on your fucking floor, Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan, hang it up.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
We just got it.
Yeah, okay.
Christmas was like not yesterday.
Just so you know, you can tell your mom.
Yeah.
If it doesn't get hung up, I'll take it and hang it. No problem in my house.
You got to fight with marketing manager Jordan on that one, because I'm pretty sure that'll come down to fists flying and nails.
Oh, well, I'm going to lose then. I'm going to lose. So I'm just going to tap out on that. All right, guys. So I'm pretty sure you want to know what the fucking topic is.
Tapping out like a bitch.
I'm pretty sure you want to know what the fucking topic is. We're actually going to talk about North Korea today.
Oh.
In a little bit of different ways. Like, everybody talks about North Korea and they go right to the bad.
Should we call Seth Rogen from The Interview?
We should. That would be funny. He's like, I can't even do his voice. How do you do Seth Rogen voice?
The worst thing is,
what do you mean?
Like, that movie, you think if anybody from North Korea saw that, how angry they would be?
They were. There was like a whole thing, I believe, for a while where North Korea, Kim Jong-un was like, I'm gonna be fucking, like, he was fucking pissed. He was like,
You're not gonna make a mockery.
I'm gonna bomb the U.S. if they fucking make. No, you're fucking not. Shut the fuck up. Like, we will fuck you up so hard. We literally have troops at your border. Like, what the fuck do you want?
We're around you.
Yeah. You're on this little tiny island.
I mean, I guess it's not good to joke about North Korea because they've been like bad for like a lot of years
since forever. But
Kim Jong-un, if you're watching, hit us up.
He's dead.
Like us on Facebook.
I think.
You can't prove that.
No one can. No one can. But
God can.
We're going to get into some of the history of North Korea, kind of how they got separated, because I don't think, like, what's the new generation? Gen Z or some shit? Is that what it is? Gen Y, Gen Z? Gen Pussy? I don't know what it is.
Oh, wow.
I'm just saying. I don't know what the...
We went from, like, down here kicking off. We're going to ease into this to you're offending a whole generation.
I'm not trying to offend you.
I like it.
I just don't know what it is. But
are you sure?
I guarantee you, though, they don't actually know how North Korea, South Korea, like, got separated, like, what the whole thing was. So we're going to cover a bunch of that, get into a little bit of the lives of people that actually live in North Korea.
Oh, yeah?
Because it's super interesting, and we'll go from there. But
I look forward to it.
What is this whole podcast about? Beer.
I was going to say...
Beer.
I had a mental, like, fart.
Beer, bitches, bongs, buttholes. The right there.
Okay, what movie did you originally steal that from? Because it's like 4 B's, and one of them's beer.
I don't know.
I don't remember what the other one.
I really don't know.
You know the 5 D's of dodgeball?
I don't remember them.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Patches O'Houlihan.
Anyway, so let's get talking about the beer we're going to be enjoying.
Let's talk about it.
So it is a Hazeway IPA.
We're back on the hazies again.
I'm not mad about it. It's called Create New Paths. #Winding or Winding Brewing. I'm trying to see if there's any... 7.4% alcohol by volume.
Yeah.
We're drinking pints. Drinking pints again.
Oh.
So I'm glad to be back there. It says York, I guess York County Is that what it is?
York County, Pennsylvania. Not South Carolina. Not York, South.
I know.
York.
But, okay. All right.
Sticking up for the motherland.
You're doing a lot. Okay, so let's read this. So again, this is from the Winding Path Brewing Company. The Create New Path Hazeway IPA. It's hazy, juicy tropical IPA with aromas of mango, pear, and notes of tropical fruit and berries. And on the can, which obviously you'll get to see a picture right before this episode drops, you've got this drawing of what looks to be Bigfoot.
It's
or
Sasquatch.
a Yeti. Or a Yeti. It's whatever. Yeti, Sasquatch, Bigfoot, all the fucking same. With these nice, like, gray backgrounds of, like, mountains and a cabin and all that good stuff.
Hey, did you notice what's in Sasquatch's hand?
Yeah. The beer we're drinking.
Yeah.
Because he's a drinky, too. No response.
Why are his feet so much bigger than his head?
I don't fucking know.
Look at his fingers.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
The end of his fingers are the same color as the can.
They also come. They don't come to rounded. They're points.
He also has man titties.
They're called pecs.
Those are man titties.
You can't prove that.
With no nipples. Can we speak of the no nipple situation?
I think you have to put a cover on him if he shows nipples. Like, you can show Brew.
Oh. Actually, that would look pretty cool if they did, like, the 2 black pieces of tape marked as X's or whatever right over where his nips are.
Who's going to put the tape on Sasquatch's nipples?
I mean, you at least get one.
Maybe. And then you'd get ripped in half.
All right, well, let's pop a top. Let's see what we're dealing with.
Producer Albany.
And send it.
Oh, Remy, say hi.
Oh, and we so since we're here at the editing studio, we actually have 2 dogs here. So we always got dogs all around here.
Don't say their names because they'll come to you.
Okay, we've got Vimy and Yeeson. We're good with that.
All
That's
right,
close
that'll
enough,
work.
right? They didn't move.
They didn't move.
So if you do see, maybe a dog or whatever,
Or hear a bark.
if our camera falls over, and you understand what happened,
It'll be fun.
or Jordan fell over it.
I want to make a comment before you guys start pouring your beers. You are pouring pints
This is gonna be
in
tough.
2-pint glasses.
Okay.
They're not made to fit in that. So
Oh, Jesus, here we go.
Oh, that's gonna be tough.
Get it right, get it tight.
no, because if there's not the perfect amount of head, I'm judging you. Even if there needs to
We
still be
know
beer in the
this.
can.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Well, good. That should hold true for Billy after last episode. He didn't get one can that didn't have beer left in it when we were done.
That's actually true. Also, it's your turn to pour first.
Not
Fuckface.
true.
Yes, it is. Is it me?
I poured the first one
Fine.
last episode.
Then you fucking talk, fucker.
All right, Billy, pour me a beer.
I'm scared. I'm gonna do it.
Dude, you're gonna mess it up. Don't mess it. Oh, that's nice. That looks nice. Don't screw up the head. Oh, you screwed up the head.
I don't think so.
Is that a green beer?
It looks to be.
Oh.
I'm gonna stop there because that's a pretty good one. It's not. And definitely
Okay,
not a 5.
he didn't bevel. Not even close to beveling.
But I came close.
He also doesn't have a great head on the beer.
Okay, you
It's
wait.
decent.
I have not poured yet.
That means Alex is gonna pour a worse one. That's all that means. Alex is on his pour, and let's see. Are you looking good? Looking good. Oh, quick turn and don't add. That,
Give it to
that-
me.
I think that's it.
On a pint.
Ooh. So pints are hard to judge. So
Oh
I'm gonna
my
give
God! You're gonna snub me.
I'm gonna give you a 4.9 just because I don't know if it's perfect or
Oh, hell,
not
I'll
because
take
there's
it.
still beer in the can. I'm gonna give Billy a 4.
Whatever. I don't give a
That's
fuck.
2 episodes in a row. Alex is moving his average up.
We should definitely keep track of the scores, and then at the end of the month, somebody's got to chug a shitty beer. That would be funny. Thanks for the sneeze, producer Albany.
You should have seen her face as you were pouring it in the ale horn. She's over in the corner, trying to hold it in, and it actually it hurt.
We got a situation. We've got a situation.
Oh no!
It's all right.
Why?
I'm catching it. Someone wants to help. That would be.
Not actually.
Nobody's helping.
Actually, that's the way you're supposed to drink out of a horn. So fuck you guys.
What? Halfway over the floor?
Cool.
Yeah, isn't it? See, marketing. Jordan knows what's up.
Well, if Jordan was doing her job as marketer, she'd be taking pictures right now.
I'm catching it on myself, so we're good. So let's give it a smell and a taste, my guy.
Oh, I guess I need to smell it from the.
It actually smells pretty good.
Oh, it
It smells pretty good.
I can't tell if it's black dog hair or black Alex hair, but there's hair in the foam of my beard.
Oh, let's give her a whirl. You get your taste. I want your first judgment, and I'll give you mine. What are you thinking?
Oh, you're going to dig that.
Am I?
You're going to dig
All right,
that.
Let's see.
Did we not discuss about putting phones on silent before we started?
I swear to God, I thought I did. Oh my God. Okay, I'm there now.
Why is it every time?
I need to get my fucking tape, because that's the part of the podcast, apparently. We're
You
fucking
and Albany
failures.
Can't figure out how to fucking turn your phone on silent.
All right.
You got stuff on your nose.
What is it? What?
You got stuff on your nose.
What do you mean?
I will throw my beer can at you.
I'm just saying, I'm not upset about this beer right now. Like, it's,
No, that's tasty. I like the bite it has. The bitterness is nice.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes.
Oh,
I'm
I
here
don't.
for it.
Producer Albany, I don't know if Billy's as much of a fan as he thought he would be after the first sip.
I don't know.
Because he
We're
said
gonna see.
every time he says we'll see how it goes. That means it's already starting to go down.
No, I have learned.
Yeah, come on, stumble through your words.
I've learned doing this podcast that I need to definitely make sure when I drink a beer that I always like, usually off the top, but it's all about how does it play out.
Usually thirsty when we go off the top too.
Yeah, so how does it play out through the beer as the temperature changes and like all those like fruits and hops come together? Do they mellow out? Do they get a little rougher, or do they die? You know what I mean? So I'm here for it though.
You're here for it.
I'm here for it. Alex,
Billy.
bullshit of the week. Go.
I'll never complain about being busy when it comes to work, because the fact that I'm busy means somebody thinks I'm important.
Yeah.
But this month, which is my busiest month of the year,
Yeah.
and we know this going in. We talk about it in December. We joke about it in February.
I mean, you've been talking to me about it, and I've only known you for a little over like a year and a
Correct.
half, and you talk about it all the time. You're like, come the fucking holidays, bro. By when January hits, you're always like,
Dude, January 1, it's my
You-
phone
you've
does
gone-
not stop ringing.
yeah, you've gone hard in the paint this whole month, because I know we've had a couple production meetings, and like you come in and you're like, hey Alex, how are you doing? And you're like,
Bad.
fuck it all. What are we talking about? And I'm like,
I come in and everybody goes,
okay.
what's wrong with that? I'm not in a good mood. I'm not lying about not being in a good mood.
give me a beer, Billy, right fucking now.
But like I said, I'll never complain about being busy. But today it was like, okay, I have a plan. We're good. I'm going to get done a little early. I even called producer Albany. I was like, hey, I'm going to stop by and pick some stuff up.
Yeah.
Let me, just have it ready. I'll scoop and go.
Yeah.
I called her about 2 hours earlier and said, hey, by the way, snubbed that whole plan. Went back to the shop. Everything went to shit. I'll be lucky to get out of here on time.
Gotcha.
Came home and literally grabbed a Coors Light and sat on the couch for 15 minutes just to get... I rode home with no music on.
Just see, I saw
Quietly
I saw a
rode
TikTok
home.
today, and this guy was like, so I want to know if anyone's like me. You get up in the morning, you put your shoes on, you go to work, and you jam on the way to work because you're like, I'm gonna have a good fucking day. He says, and then the day kicks your ass.
Mm-hmm.
You drive the speed limit on the way home with no music on, just thinking about every step in your life that led you to this one fucking moment, and now you're here. And then guess what? You get up in the morning, you put your shoes on, you do that shit
Do it again.
Yep.
Well, see, I even... music is everything to me. There's always a time for music. There's always something going on.
Me too.
I'm the person that if I'm doing something, I got to have music playing behind me.
Gotcha.
The way home, the first 5 minutes, couldn't find a station because I use Sirius XM. I have 6 stations I nitpick on.
Pick us up.
Pick us up? What do you mean?
Sirius XM, pick us up.
I never heard that station.
No, it's not a station. I'm telling them to pick us up.
I mean, we could be homies. Us and Sirius XM? Homies.
That would be cool.
That would
I'm
be cool.
here for that. I want that.
So, I have 6 that I nitpick on. And literally went through all 6 of them. Went backwards through them again. So, I've tried now 12 different times to pick a station.
Yeah.
Didn't like anything that was on. I can feel a headache coming on. I can feel I'm getting frustrated. I was like, you know what? Reached up and just turned it straight down. And I
Yeah.
rode, like you said, all the way home. Actually drove the speed limit, which for anybody that's ridden with me is a god honest miracle.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I drive
Road
far
home.
too fast.
Quietly. Like, I just feel like I had so many voices talking to me today.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to sit in the quiet
And hear
for a
nothing.
half hour, 45 minutes on the way home, and just hear nothing.
Yes, I'm here for all
Like I said,
of it.
I'm not complaining one bit about being busy. You hear, if you're a CPA from January to April 15th or whatever the and tax
You need to
season is.
specify on CPA.
Tax CPA?
I don't know what the fuck.
Oh, person that does your taxes.
Oh, yeah, okay, like an accountant.
Yes.
All right.
This time of year is when they go make their money.
Shit, yeah.
Not that they don't have work, but after that, but it's tax season.
Yeah.
It's our busy season. In a month, I'll be able to say, look, I'm good. We're back to normal. We're kicking it. I'm getting a day off here and there. I'm relaxed. Right now, it's going to be please stay out of my way.
I
I'm
got
sorry I'm in a
shit to do.
dickish mood. It's not going to change. Welcome to January.
Welcome to fucking January.
But it is what it is. Glad to be busy, especially after the year of last year. It was better that we're busy because it does feel normal. So, not complaining.
Just want to put out real quick that we do have also my kids here. So, and they are, I definitely can hear them, so I know you guys can hear them. Just wanted to shout out, though, that, again, guys, this is like, we are basic.
We're doing our best.
We're a basic bitch podcast. We just make it work.
It's fun. Okay?
I like to do it.
So, Billy, you've heard mine. What is your bullshit of the week?
So, I have to be as generic as I can be, because this has to do with, where I work as well. I don't care about anyone's opinions on COVID.
Yeah.
Is if it's a real it's a real thing to me. I am healthy, I am good. If I get it, I know I'll be okay.
Yeah.
But there are people out there that have those underlying health issues.
Yeah.
That won't recover, or if they do, they're still gonna have some serious issues later on. So, like, there was at one point I talked about in one of our older episodes how I thought I had COVID.
Really?
And, yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, I thought I had COVID. And so I stayed home. I was like, I called my work. When I got up in the morning, I was like, look.
Remember you calling me and being like, hey, we're going to have to delay recording anything? Because there is a slight chance that
I might have COVID.
I'm kicking it with the COVID for a while.
But there's some guys in my work. I know a few do have some underlying things, and so I didn't want to expose them because I would hate to live with that on my conscience. Like, oh man, I don't feel too good today. I might have COVID. Fuck it, I'm gonna go to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want to be the guy that wasn't empathetic towards other people's issues.
Yeah. And
it's
so, and I don't want that on my conscience. Like, I give it to someone who does have an underlying health issue, and then they don't make it. How do you live with yourself after that?
Well,
knowing you could have made a simple decision to be like, I'm gonna go get tested. It'll take, and I know you can pay for the rapid test. I choose not to because I've heard that it's a 50-50. Also, I'm not paying $200 fucking for it. So I was like,
I've
all
heard
right,
that from a couple different people.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, so I'm not gonna fucking do that. I'm gonna go get a normal test, and after I get the normal test, it's gonna take 2 to 3 days to get the results back. And I was like, you know what? I can take this time because I've already been around my family. So
yeah,
if I've got it, they've got it. So I actually took that time to hang out with them, hang out with producer Albany, just enjoy my family. And I think that's the best thing you can do is if you're in that situation, the people you live with, we do live our mother-in-law lives with us.
Yeah.
So for her, she's older and stuff like that, but she'd already been around me. I just told her, I was like, hey, I'm just going to distance from you just because I know I've been around you, but in the, the off chance that I have it and in the off chance you haven't got it yet, I just, I'm going to do the right thing.
Yeah. Which you're trying to protect somebody you care about.
Exactly. So we had a situation at work where basically we found out an employee had his whole family had COVID.
Yeah.
And they had it for 10 days, and he was still coming to work, not wearing a mask.
Oh, wow.
Didn't tell anyone. Somebody found out through the grapevine, and
yeah,
I've been, in a couple shops and seen some uprises, but fuck. Well, there were some pissed off people. And I mean, I was upset too, but it was more like I said, if you don't believe it's a thing, that's you.
Yeah.
All I ask is be respectful and thoughtful of others, because you're gonna fucking kill someone.
Yeah.
And like you've got to live with that. And even if you don't, the rest of us have to live with the fact that you're the cause.
Yeah.
Even if you weren't, even if they got exposed somewhere else, we know that you. And like he left work and after everybody found out and tested positive.
Yeah.
So it's been this, I've gotten tested. I'm good. A lot of people in the shop have gotten tested.
Mm-hmm.
They're good. It's just like one of those things where, especially being a man, like, don't let your fucking pride fool you. Don't let greed fool you.
Yeah.
Money is there until you're dead.
Correct.
And then money means absolutely nothing.
Yeah, they don't bury you with it.
Yeah,
it doesn't get you anything in the next life.
It's just been the stress of that, like thinking like, fuck, like if I have COVID now because of this motherfucker, I've already taken it home to my family the last 10 days. I've been around people that, like my father-in-law, like he has a lot of different health issues, like, and if he gets that shit, it's not going to be good, and
yeah, I mean, I think it's also one of those things that it shows our generation is very selfish at times.
Well, that's the problem.
Whatever side of the fence you're on, our generation isn't the one that's in danger at this point.
But he's not part of our generation.
No, but I'm saying our generation that doesn't want to wear the mask.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying there hasn't been times I've walked into places and not felt like wearing a mask.
Dude, I forget all the time.
Especially in the summer. It's 115 degrees. The last thing I want to do to go into Food Lion to grab 2 things and come home is put a freaking mask on. And I've walked in, but at this point, I think me and Jordan have both agreed. I mean, let me say it this way. When it comes to your own home, make your own decision there. When you're going to the store, when you're going somewhere to get something from somebody, respect their business practices.
Absolutely.
And the man that signs your paycheck, man or woman that signs your paycheck, I look at it this way. If the man tells me I'm wearing a mask, whether it's COVID or not, you're wearing a mask.
You're wearing a mask. It doesn't matter.
He or she signs your paycheck. Get used to it. That's the boss. It's his company. It's his call.
Yeah, absolutely.
You either want to work here or you don't.
Yeah.
Am I happy I'm having to wear a mask in the summertime in Talladega when we're there and we're sweating our asses off on a regular day?
Yeah.
The AC can barely keep up. Do I want to put it on? No.
But you're going to.
Am I still going to put it on?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to have my job tomorrow.
It's just been stressful because like it's not even it's a weak thing. I mean, because once we found out, because the whole thing was like you have that scare of like, oh shit, this motherfucker's been walking around, and at first you're angry. You think you're just fucking pissed the fuck off because I know everybody was. But then that anger turns into fear.
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck, we don't know if he's got shit or not. Like, if he's got shit, I've been around him. I've talked to him. He's,
Yeah.
And, like, I could name off multiple instances where we were within a fucking 2-foot radius of each other talking.
Yeah.
And you guys hear me on here talk. I'm loud. I talk loud. Like,
but you're in a shop. You're going to have to talk at some point.
Yeah. And like, so.
Be close.
But, and the fear turned into, like, fear anger. After we found out that he had it, and it was like you completely just became selfish and negligence to the people around you. And
yeah, I mean, I think the main thing is it's not about us at this point.
No,
it's not about you yourself. It's about you can't see it, especially when you talk about the people that are symptoms, the runny nose, the fever, the taste, whatever. Okay, that's easy. You need to pull them out. It's the people that walk around that have it but don't have the symptoms. That's the scary one.
Yeah, but like if you have knowledge, that you've been around people that are positive, like
you gotta say something.
And they didn't. But either way, the people that work next to him luckily didn't have it either.
That's a positive. That's good to hear.
And from all I've heard, everybody's tested negative, which has been a great thing. It's just made it a little more stressful than I think we should ever be about it. So for me,
I'm sure it could have been something that could have really been avoided if you made, I don't want to say the correct decision because it's hard to say the correct decision.
A smarter decision.
Yeah, made a more conscious to the group decision.
Yeah, because you could have literally shut down the whole shop.
Yeah.
because everybody knows you test positive, you're out for 2 weeks. Done.
Yeah. If the whole shop tests positive,
yeah, and I
it's
mean,
shut
I'm
down.
sure he realizes now. I hope he does at least that. Let's be a little smarter.
well, at the end of the day, you take every negative, I believe you take as a learning situation.
Yep. So that's mine, but I want to bring it up a little bit, and you know what it is? It's like one of our favorite segments by far. I know it's Producer Albany's favorite segment.
This is where Producer Albany gets to screw with us.
Yeah, is the Would You Rather segment. So, guys, if you don't understand what this is because, this is only our second YouTube video.
Yeah.
So, back on.
We did say it would be on a note card. Due to change of scenery this week,
it is not.
It is not on a note card. It's on my phone.
So when you heard my phone go off earlier in the episode, that's because she waited till we were going, so we have not even read it. So
I gotta find the text.
The Would You Rather segment is basically, as it sounds, we get handed a Would You Rather question by Producer Albany. We have not read it, have not seen it, and live on here we are going to answer: Would you rather do this or would you rather do that, and give a backup as to why.
Producer Albany, seriously, so I know you go to a website to find these. Out of all the ones you found, this is the one you want to come after us with?
All right, Alex. What is our Would You Rather question?
This week's Would You Rather is: would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Oh, shit.
Where do you find this? Do you
right.
Google Would You Rather questions? Is that where you get them from?
She said, so do you want to go first or me?
Oh, shit. Billy, you go first. I want to hear you back this one up.
Okay, let me just...
Now let's say it again. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses, little horses, or one horse-sized duck? Which one's the meaner, duck or geese? I think geese are mean as shit, aren't they?
I think they're both fucking mean if you piss them off.
If you piss them off.
Yeah.
Okay, so ducks have an anger streak in them. Perfect.
100%. I'm fighting mini horses.
I don't know, dog.
Let me explain.
Back it up.
Let me explain. I don't care. Listen. Look, I don't get tired.
I don't get tired.
Look, here's what I'm thinking. So, are they running at me? Like, how is it? Okay, they're running at me. So we're going to say there's 100 of these motherfuckers running at me, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do, first, I'm going to fucking three-piece the first three I see. Just clack, 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 clack. Like, straight up.
Great. And there's only 97 to go.
And then I'm going to start doing judo kicks and ninja chops.
Ninja chops?
And then I'm going to grab one. I'm going to grab two by the head.
Oh.
And I'm going to swing in circles and, like, knock out, like, at least 30. And then I'm going to yeet those two, like, as far as they'll go.
Okay. I'm from the person that didn't grow up in the South. That's for the whole room. Where did the term yeet come from, and why is it a constant adjective of every... Oh, he's got a yeet truck. What the fuck does that even mean?
No, hold on. Yee.
Okay.
No, yee. That's
She's
different.
out.
Yeet.
Yeet.
I'm going to
with
yeet
a
them.
T. With a T on the end. Okay.
Yeah,
well, I'm still not great at English,
look,
so...
yeet means, like, throw or heave. I'm
Googling
I'm
yeet.
going to yeet. It's Y-E-E-T.
Thanks. I didn't figure that.
But then, you didn't let me finish.
Go ahead.
All right. So after I yeet those two out of the way,
Yeah.
I'm going to pull the Glock out. Nobody said I couldn't use my gun. And I got two 30 round clips loaded.
No.
What?
No.
What? That's 60. Done.
You do not get a gun. No. I'm marking that off. Not happening.
Fine.
Do the horses or the duck get guns?
They didn't say they didn't.
You ever seen the movie Small Soldiers?
But they also don't have fucking thumbs, so fuck them.
They have webbed feet, though.
The duck. Also, after that, I'm going to start kicking the rest of them in the leg because everybody knows your horse breaks the leg, you can shoot it in the face.
Oh, wow.
So
Wow,
it's
you
useless.
went there.
So I just start kicking the legs out from under them.
Okay. Can I give you a definition?
There's actually a definition for yeet.
Yeet is an exclamation of excitement, approval, surprise, or all-around energy, often issued when doing a dance move or throwing something.
Yeah. Yeet!
That is so. Oh, producer or marketing manager Jordan's got something. Come on, come here.
I don't know if you know this, Billy, but there are going to be mini horses at our wedding, and you cannot yeet them.
I'm yeeting mini horses. Are y'all really getting mini horses?
It's on a mini horse rescue.
100% riding a mini horse.
You can't.
You can't tell me what to do.
Wasn't that?
You're not my dad.
Hold on.
You're not my mom.
Hold on.
You can't tell me what I can and cannot do. I do whatever the fuck I want.
Where's the fucking paperwork?
If I want to fucking ride, does it say don't get drunk and ride the fucking...
I'm pretty sure it's in... For anybody that doesn't know what this is Alex's folder of signed wedding things, and I'm pretty sure in there, riding the mini horses is not allowed.
Does it mean you can't ride it seated? Because I can definitely stand on the back of a mini horse and like surfing. I'll surf a mini horse.
That's a terrible idea.
Why? I'll do a backflip off of it and everything. It'd be fucking cool.
Yeah, well, I'm not... There's $1 million policy, though, on our wedding. If anybody gets hurt, our insurance policy is $1 million.
So I can fuck up a mini horse.
No.
Wait, you said there's $1 million. How much is a mini horse? $7? Like
because they're small doesn't mean they're cheap, you dick.
I bet you they're cheap as fuck.
Nails are tax, rice.
I'm about to look up like.
Oh, George.
How much is a?
I hope you weren't planning on throwing rice
horse
at our wedding because that's not allowed.
Dude, they range from $1,000 to $200,000, bruh. Hey, stimulus! I'm about to get me a mini horse. This is about to happen.
All right.
How much is a llama? Because I really want a llama. Have I ever explained to you?
Llama spit.
Okay, an alpaca.
That's the same thing.
They're different.
They're different.
I haven't explained to you. I'm going to explain on air why I want an alpaca, like a domesticated alpaca. So for alpacas, Albany. Alpacas cost somewhere between $250 and $50,000, but most costs will fall between $3,000 and $10,000. So all right. So listen to me.
Did you know there's a Good Karma Alpaca Ranch in Iron Station?
So, whatever. Listen to me. Here's the reason that I want a domesticated alpaca. It lives in the house, the whole nine, right? Learns to poop on the toilet, that type of thing. I want one because, our front door has that window beside it. Yeah. So, like, my thing is, like, someone comes to the front door, even the back door. My back door, you can see through it, too. And they come up, and they're, like, trying to, like, break in or whatever. Yeah. And, like, while they're doing it, fucking Steve the alpaca comes run. Like think about, like, if you're not watching on YouTube, like, so the door is, like, in front of my face, and then to the right is where the mirror or the glass is. Yeah. All of a sudden, they're, like, trying to get in. They're, like, looking in, and all of a sudden you see Steve the alpaca. He's just like,
okay.
Like, are you going in the fucking house that has an alpaca hanging out?
No.
I'm not fucking going in there. There's a fucking T-Rex upstairs, okay? I'm not fucking around. There's a goddamn Komodo dragon in the bathroom. I'm just saying.
Jesus. So I told you I was looking at this Good Karma Alpaca Ranch in Iron Station. Went to their website, and it literally has a tab. It's alpaca owners.
Shut the fuck up.
To add a high-quality, proven genetics to establish your herd. Multiple champion bloodlines, diverse program. 0% financing for up to 12 months with a 30% down payment.
Shut the fuck up.
All animals come with a 7-day live birth guarantee. There's 5 on here. They range between $4,000 and $5,000. Iron Station's not that far from here. It's like 20 minutes from here.
Can we get one and he can be our fucking, like, Two Dudes in a Brew sponsor?
May 2020, female cryo at her side. Oh my god.
A what?
I don't know. I can't read that.
You don't read. We're fucking shit.
His
Alex.
name reflects his destiny. He is everything you would expect an elite legend son to be. He's showing the same perfect, strong, handsome structure with a stud with a superior, consistent, fine, dense, bright fleece. Dude, there is a buy it now tab on here and add to cart quantity.
Please, how many can you list up to?
I'm up to 20 at this point. 30.
20 fucking alpacas.
Shipping calculated at checkout.
Just go while we're on here. Go through, like, you're gonna buy, like, as many as you can buy, and check out how much it would cost you to buy that plus the shipping. Please don't hit buy, but check it out. Because I'm really
Okay, so I
interested.
put 35 at $5,000 a piece, 175,000.
What's shipping? I'm really interested in that.
Your order will be shipped within 48 hours based on the cost of weight. Orders over $100 are cost ship free.
Oh,
I just
good.
hit the shipping policy.
No, there's got to be a shipping policy for fucking animals.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh no, you got to give name and address and everything before they'll even calculate.
They start
it.
calling you. Did you still want that alpaca? All
Did
35?
you still want 35 of this alpaca? It's
So,
cool.
I just started fucking around looking at like how much is like certain pets, and so like, how much is a platypus? You can't fucking own them in the U.S.
You need too exotic.
I don't know. You can own a fucking tiger. Let's think of like really cool animals that we should buy. How much is a camel? I'm really interested in that. A kangaroo is a.
They're mean as shit.
They get buff as shit too.
I was gonna say, have you seen the one that's ripped?
$2,000 from
I held a little baby
two-
jelly and I'm sold.
$2,000 for males kangaroos and $3,000 for females. Bro, why have we not jumped on this fucking exotic animal train yet? Like, I want to look up like what's the most exotic animal in the world, and then I want to buy it.
You might surprise you know that North Carolina you can own a boa constrictor, a monkey, a lemur as a pet.
What? You can own a lemur. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Lemur?
Is that that's like Zaboomafoo?
Yes.
What?
Bro, I went there. I am all there.
You can
for
own
it.
a boa constrictor, a monkey, a lemur as a pet. All those are legal in a state, but a baby tiger, no, not as a pet.
Alex's childhood didn't consist of Zaboomafoo.
He didn't. Oh, Zaboomafoo?
What
Yeah.
are we
She can't
talking
fuck-
about?
Zaboomafoo. It was with the lemur.
Dog, I didn't watch that.
Gee, you're a piece of shit.
Dude, there's a list
You're
of
the-
counties in North Carolina where and it says what you can own.
What is my county? Don't say it out loud. But what is what is my county? Because
Hold on, I gotta go to
if
another
I can
page.
own a fucking lemur, I guarantee stimulus check. I'm getting a lemur. Thank you, government. You bought me a fucking lemur.
Oh, you got to have a subscription.
No, you fucking don't. Shut the fuck.
George, what county do we live in?
Yeah, check that one. Because I
No,
really
it's in
want
L's. I need something between A and H. Okay, Catawba. Catawba exotic, inherited, dangerous animal ordinance. Yes, so you can't own one.
You can't own. What? I'm gonna
Yes,
check mine.
absolute restriction.
You can't
You can't.
own a monkey.
Well, you can't. Exotic and inherently dangerous animals. A tiger, a silverback gorilla. Things that could rip your fucking face off, they're not going to let you own. Because what he's
Huh?
going to do.
Monkeys can do that.
But monkeys are cool as fuck.
Did you hear about the lady in L.A.?
Face off.
Yeah.
I heard he got the guy in Florida, but he got his face ate off by a zombie man. You
Is that
remember
the guy from Africa that ate bath salts?
I don't know if he's from Africa, but he ate bath salts and he fucked that homeless dude up like an asshole. Didn't he get fucking killed that day too?
Yeah.
I thought he did.
I'm
looking up what animal can you own.
I heard an article like 10 years ago that said that the person owned a it's a type of a chimpanzee. It was in a cage its whole life. Well, of course they live in California and LA
Yeah.
and they've got all this money. Well, they have their maid come in and literally the cage was left open
Yeah.
and it ate her face. Like pulled her face off of the
That's
skin.
fucking terrible, dude.
Wasn't good.
I mean, I own a fucking bearded dragon.
Okay, the bearded dragon, unless you lay still for a couple months, ain't pulling the flesh off your face.
Mm.
She lived too.
I mean, that's true, but also
She did not die.
Well, then they need to like fucking make you have a license to have a wife. Oh wait, they do, because they'll fucking eat your face off too, because they're crazy people.
Try having a fiance with an anger issue.
Try having a wife with one. It's totally different. You ain't seen
Did
shit
you hear any kind of argument back either? None.
from neither of them. I'm gonna tell you right now, she's still got the show on. As soon as those fucking vows are read, you get a whole new motherfucker. And then like 5 years later, guess what? Whole new motherfucker. It
Jordan,
just keeps
Do
changing.
you have an opinion on this?
She knows it's true. That's how it always works. Of course, you're a dickhead, so I'm sure you're going to change into more of a dickhead.
I only get grumpier with age.
Me too. I really hate that shit. It's like I don't have like.
Auburn, are you taking a picture or are you... What are you doing?
I was trying to text and Remy wanted me to.
Oh, okay. She was holding her phone up in the air.
I saw that.
"Are
I
you
was
taking
like,
a
that's gonna be
picture?"
a great side picture of Alex right there.
That's my face.
He's my face.
Okay, so before we jump back into it, a person shall obtain a permit from a state veterinarian before importing any of the following animals in the state of North Carolina: skunk, fox, raccoon, ringtail, bobcat includes lynx and other North and South American feline cougars, jaguars, coyote, marten. What's a marten? M-A-R-T-E-N.
A marten?
A marten.
Yeah, they're like little like weasels, like ferret weasels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Brushtail possum.
I just Albany. I asked Albany if she could hand me her vape real quick. Yeah, I was like, she's like trying to crawl. Like, are you part of Mission Impossible? Like spies, look at her. Dun 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 dun. dun. You
well,
guys
good
can't
thing
see
you wore
it.
your yoga pants so you could crawl on the floor and be like all flexible and shit. Good plan, guys.
She's doing all her yoga. I wasn't ready for that hit.
He wasn't ready.
No, yeah. So like in Alaska, you watch like The Last Frontier and all that shit.
I watched the Alaskan Bush people.
Okay, so kind of same, not really.
Not really.
But like I watch a lot of that shit because like we talked about I think last episode. I really want a homestead.
Yes.
And like Alaska for me because I like the cold would be dope. I think it would be fun.
That blows my mind. You like the cold.
It blows a lot of people's mind, especially since I was like born and raised in the South. Everybody's like,
The
South. I fucking hate the cold. I fucking hate the cold. And I'm like, I can put on a million layers. I can only take off so much before my butthole hangs out. Okay, that's not okay.
You don't like the feeling of dripping sweat out your butthole when you're already out of clothes to take off?
Not when you have like a hairy fucking ass and you go walk and you get that like weird chafing happening.
Producer Albany.
What?
Does Billy have a hairy butthole? Yes. Okay, there it is. That's your answer.
You have a hairy butthole too. Not you, Alex. What the fuck? We're gonna call you like hairy butthole producer Albany.
Wait, are you saying producer Albany has a hairy butthole?
No, I'm saying you.
No, you just said that she did, though.
Because she responded. So she may think she has a hairy butthole.
Producer Albany,
I'll inspect it later.
do you think you have a hairy butthole?
She said, I know I don't.
Well, I heard her.
Well, they didn't.
Your butthole?
How do you shave your butthole? I'm actually really...
I'm there. You gonna Google that?
How do girls shave their buttholes?
Wait, are you doing that on producer Albany's
How do
college
girls
computer too?
shave their...
You take a razor and you shave. What do you mean?
The hole?
Are you not terrified?
I
would be
I'd
fucking...
be mortified.
I would be fucking
Hey,
terrified.
thank you.
Like, it's just like before they came out with Manscaped, shout out, sponsor us.
Sponsor us.
Before they came out with Manscaped, which I haven't even got anything from Manscaped
I
yet,
have.
but I know, and
It's
you
great.
told me it was
It's
great.
fucking great.
That is so... Whoa, shit, what's happening? There's so much happening. Okay. So it's so terrifying to me.
What happened?
Well, like, I saw the dogs move, but then she was, like, staring at the camera, and I was like, what the fuck?
Producer Albany, it's okay. Take a breath. Let the words out.
Breathe it out. Breathe it out.
I was making sure that I was not in the camera lens while the dogs were walking through the door.
Got it.
Okay, so we're back to
The
shaving.
Manscaped. Yeah.
Oh.
So, before that came out, because apparently that is, like, the bee's knees. But it was
It's
always
great.
that fear when you go to, like, shave your balls, and, like, if you get that one catch, and it's like...
If it catches, I'm crying. There's no question.
No, I stop. As soon as it catches, and I'm
what
like...
if you only get like half of them done?
Then I have half... It looks weird. A little more weight on one side.
All right,
Not
I say,
worried about it.
are you aerodynamically off during sex?
Little bit. Got to do, like, a side move.
Got to throw a little more left hip into it
Yeah.
because your right set of balls.
Yeah,
are...
exactly. So, but I can't imagine like
Jesus.
trying to shave my butthole. Like, bruh, I ain't cutting my sphincter. It's not happening.
No,
Like, and you.
I spend a lot of time using that.
I was about to say I poop a lot. So like, if you poop a lot, like you're gonna just keep tearing that motherfucker open.
Yo,
If
speaking
they-
of that, I got something.
you have to poop,
Not right now.
Oh.
It's a fucking miracle. I can tell you that.
dude.
I'm on the apple cider vinegar pills.
Oh yeah.
2 before 9 o'clock this morning. It was great.
Oh, that's me a normal day.
Yeah,
That's
I go
normal
through it all the time.
operation, bro. That's normal operation.
Producer Jordan, don't even get back there and get funny. I'll tell your story from the first time you took them.
You will not. She is a lady. We have ladies in the room.
Yeah, Remy's in the room.
Exactly. Bitches.
Moving on.
All right, we have gotten way off, but that's not unusual for us.
Okay, so we're back to fighting miniature horses.
Oh my
or
God,
one
we are
really
there.
big duck.
So I already picked mine. I'm fighting a bunch of fucking mini horses. What are you fighting?
I'm gonna go the different direction. I'm taking the one horse or the one duck.
It's as big as a fucking horse.
Ducks don't move that fast.
Have you been around a fucking duck? First of all,
I had duck soup one
where
time.
are you fighting him? Because if you're out swimming,
Octagon.
no. I'm saying you're in the water swimming in the lake. And
Oh, wait a minute. Who the fuck said it in the water?
You said I couldn't have a gun.
Yeah.
So I'm saying where you're fighting. In the water against a duck.
I'll drown the bitch.
How the fuck you gonna drown a duck?
They don't breathe underwater.
Also,
they breathe air.
It's bigger than you. Let's look up. We're gonna look up the average weight for a horse.
Like
Average
12 to 1,400
weight.
pounds.
Average weight for a horse.
Horse.
I'm interested. So let's see. Oh God, Jesus! I don't care. Actually, the highest one I see is American Cream Draft, which I don't know if that's a big time one, but 725 to 905 kilograms. I don't know what the fuck that transfers to, but I'll figure it out. Because
the average horse is like 1,200 pounds.
You shut your face and stop talking to me. Actually, don't stop talking. We have a podcast. We have to keep talking. It's just normal operation here.
Normal operation, ladies and gentlemen.
So we're gonna say wow, that was that.
That
We're gonna
was
say
my fuck up.
900 kilograms.
Are you doing
pounds.
the thing
The conversion
Google?
chart, yeah, because I really want to know.
I really want to know, guys.
2,000 pounds.
Oh, bullshit. The Budweiser Clydesdales might be 2,000
All right,
pounds.
I'll look up how much do Clydesdales average in weight. How much?
I want to see you butcher the spelling of Clydesdales.
Do you know me? I spell perfect.
English really good.
2,000 pounds.
That's what I just said.
Okay, well, I'm telling you, you're fighting a duck that weighs as much as a Clydesdale.
Okay.
In water.
That's all. Why don't I just fight a fucking battleship while I'm at it?
And your feet can't touch the bottom.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, shit.
So,
Why don't I just drown myself now and save the duck the time?
how are you going to fight the duck? Whack. Whack,
Do I have
whack.
a toaster that's plugged into an outlet?
No, you're in the middle of the
Oh.
ocean.
Ducks don't go in the ocean.
You don't know where ducks go. You're not a fucking duck.
Ducks go in creeks.
Ponds, rivers, oceans. Look, all I'm saying is,
Oh, come on.
all
Come
I'm
on,
saying
guy.
is, you're going to fight a 2,000-pound duck. That's your plan. Your plan is to fight a 2,000-pound duck.
Okay.
Marketing manager Jordan thinks that's hilarious. So what is it? What do you? How are you going to fight it?
Okay.
Tell me the breakdown.
We've watched a lot of Yellowstone lately.
Round 1, go.
Get a lasso, wrap his legs. If they can't kick, he ain't got shit for me.
How you gonna get his legs though? You got to go under the water, and when the rope hits
I'll
the water,
call Aquaman and have him wrap up his legs.
You can't call. There's no help. I didn't even get a gun.
You got a 2,000-pound fucking duck.
So why don't you just fight the fucking horses? So much
The
easier.
horsies.
Like
No.
like Kipsy has like this little horse in her room. Like
Yeah.
it's a little smaller, I guess, than a normal sized duck. I have yeet kicked that motherfucker down the hallway.
Can we officially mark yeet off as a word we can use on this podcast?
No, you can get yeeted though.
You can get yeeted.
Yeet, yeet. So I need to know. Round 1. What are you gonna do?
I'm lassoing his legs together while he's trying to get his... You can't
No.
tell me that my defense doesn't count.
Stop being a bitch. Fist to cuffs or fist to feathers. Fight this motherfucker.
I'll punch him in the eye then. Can I break his wings?
Yeah, by hand.
All right, I'm breaking a wing one at a time, and I'm going to out-stamina him.
He's gonna fucking eat you. He's gonna eat you like a piece of fucking white bread. Like
I'm going to
you
eat
are.
him like duck sauce. What up now?
Ooh. All right. Okay. So we're gonna say we have two. We have a broken wing in the first round. Black eye. We're gonna say you're missing an arm. Then what?
I got 2 legs and an arm still. He's got a broken wing and no feet that work.
No, you don't have a lasso
Why?
because I couldn't get a gun.
Well, that's a big difference between you wanted 2 30-round clips against 100 things that are this goddamn big.
Yeah, I told you I was gonna do it my rounds.
Oh, that's bullshit. All right. I'm breaking a wing in the first round. I'm going to wear him out, wait till he gets tired. I'm going to poke him in the eye so he can't see. And I'm going to drown the bitch.
He has 2 eyes. Here's what I think you should do.
What?
Here's what I think you should do. So he swims up to you, right?
Yeah.
You act like a buoy. You just like lay there until you confuse him, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And then when he's like swimming around you, and he goes to do that weird duck thing where they like turn their heads all weird and look away from you, you fucking jump on its back, straight up rear naked choke. Because like he can't slam you on the water. You'll just go underwater and you'll still be choking him out. You just hold that motherfucker until he stops whacking.
I'm just upset that I can't lasso his legs.
Dude, the fucking rope would hit the water and float.
Not if I swam underneath of him. Stealth mode.
No.
Wow.
No. Sorry there was a pause there. I was watching Alex do his little fucking ropey swimmy thing.
Yo, me and Michael Phelps are from like the same area code, just like 12 or 13 area codes over.
Yeah, he's also like 7 feet taller.
Taller?
And he has, and he's got like fucking duck feet. Literally.
He does have duck feet.
Anyway, so I'm going to choose the horses.
I'm going after the massive duck.
All right, fine. Fuck you.
Okay, that got hostile.
Let's get into our topic for the night. That's going to have to close out that segment because
the hostility rolls into our topic, actually.
Yeah.
But hold on.
Oh,
No.
sheet ball. Oh, hang on.
No.
I have a little bit left.
Ever since you got that ale horn, you take, bless you, so much longer to drink beers.
Well, this beer is doing different right now.
Producer Albany, what did I tell you when we started?
I just said it's doing different. I didn't say what it was doing. I just said it was doing different. So I'm like, all right. So, guys, it is Pop a Top time. So if you're listening, make sure you pop one with us and cheers it, my guy.
Oh, you wait. I got to get
I
mine
am.
ready.
I'm right here. I'm waiting on you.
And 3, 2, 1.
Nice.
Who pours? I think I pour first this time.
Yeah, you do.
Producer Albany, prepare Billy to get beat 2 times in a row.
And here we go. Alex making the pour. You have this weird thing where you like snap a. Oh no. Oh, that's really good though. That's really good.
Oh no! Hell,
No.
come on!
No bevel.
Bullshit!
Actually,
no bevel.
There's a little bit.
Bite my
it's
balls.
lower on one side.
There's a bevel, but that's quite a bit ahead.
All right. Well, I beveled, so Billy, one up me. Go ahead, one up me, because you fucked it up last time.
I hate pouring these because it's so difficult. All right, here we go.
And Billy's off and pour. See, I do the snap method. Billy does the real slow turn. Now, see, you tried to take my method. You're gonna bevel.
I tried to take.
No, that does. He's gonna go over and he stopped midway.
No,
and
I don't have.
He
I don't have enough
soft-footed it.
head. I don't have. I have the bevel, not enough head.
Alex had too much head. Billy didn't have enough. I give you both a 4.5.
I can dig it.
I'm down with it.
But can we make a stipulation, Producer Albany? Billy can't pour it and then slowly just nipple it to see where the height's at.
I'm
That's
not
called
good at pouring these.
sandbagging.
I'm not. First of all,
No, that's totally a thing that you can do. It's normal.
Really?
As long as the head ratio is good and there's a bevel, it doesn't matter. However you get there, as long as you get there. It's about the quality of the beer.
Are we still talking about the beer?
we might be talking about sex too. I'm not really
That's
sure.
kind of the idea I got out of it. As long as we get there, we're good. See, Producer Albany didn't even know she was saying it that way either. Why are you turning red, Albany? Why is your face as pink as your shirt?
Because I have a pink shirt on.
She does have. Yeah. That sweater she's wearing is actually super fuzzy and comfy. She wears it all the fucking time. Shout out Liza for the awesome sweater.
Whatever happened to her Southport hoodie? She like slept in.
No, she still got that. She sleeps in that. She wears that all day.
It's in the laundry right now.
And it upsets me really bad because I'm like, can you just like wear no bra at night so I can touch your boobies? But she doesn't let me do that. So, well, maybe sometimes if I'm lucky. But usually she's just like, no booby touch for you.
Why does every episode go back to Producer Albany's boobs?
I like her boobies?
Show me your boobies. I like them too.
Like today, she was she was painting the our other studio.
We officially have 2 studios.
We have 2 studios. She was painting the other studio.
We're like Joe Rogan.
We're actually she's getting ready to start working on a big mirror.
Nah, you shut it. Don't you say it.
She's
you don't give shit away.
She's working on some stuff. But she was painting today, so
Damn it.
like I do this thing where I'll text her like one word things, and I just said tits. I didn't get a response, so I waited like 30 minutes. I said tits. Didn't get a response. I waited again. I said booty and tits. She sent back, I'm painting, Billy. I was like, booty tits puss. She's like, you're dumb. And I didn't get any booty tits puss. So I was like, fine.
Also ass was in
Huh?
there. Oh, booty.
Yeah. It was booty tits puss.
Chin.
Huh?
You said chin or face or something.
Oh, I said forehead.
Forehead.
Yeah, I had a forehead into it.
So
And I still didn't even get a picture of your forehead.
marketing manager Jordan sent me a Snapchat from the gym today of her busting her ass at the gym.
Yeah.
Jordan, what was my response back to you? She was on.
Boobs.
She was on. I guess the elliptical.
Yeah.
I don't know. And she usually wears her sweatshirt at the gym, so you see nothing. She had like this low cut shirt on. All I saw were on the elliptical or boobs bouncing. So I messaged back boobs,
Boobs.
and same response.
Who is that?
Nothing.
Who is that comedian that was like talking about? I'm pretty sure it was a comedian, but he's like, we got a rule in my house when me and my wife fight. If we fight, clothes come off. You can only argue for so long before you go. I see boobies. That's a butt, and that's
I think that's Tom Segura.
a vagina.
I'm pretty sure that's
Of
Tom
course,
Segura.
the woman's not looking at the dude like nice penis.
Nice set of balls on that son bitch.
Like I thought for years, I was like, oh, but she's gonna love this look. She's like, this is just a penis. Billy.
Can I ask a female's answer on a question? Single or not, are balls ever attractive to you guys?
Hard nose all the way around.
Wow, there was no hesitation.
Balls are not attractive, bro.
Balls are weird.
Balls are weird.
We should do an episode on the anatomy of taking nude pictures.
Oh, like, what do you mean? Like the ways you can take them?
The angling of them and shit like that.
Yeah. Dude, you gotta learn your ways.
What?
No, just nudes in general.
Nudes.
You don't understand how hard it is to take nudes for a woman.
This is why we need to have an episode on it.
Wait, you know what?
That can be your
Yeah, I was
episode.
say that can be y'all's episode because that would be hilarious.
I'm pretty good at it.
Jordan takes outstanding nudes.
And that's out in the world. There it is. You know what? It just went out there.
No, she told my parents a story where Kipsy was going through her phone the one night and found old nudes of her when she had the
Oh,
fucking
yeah, Jordan was like, oh,
pixie
fuck,
cut.
fuck.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
When did you get one of those?
No OnlyFans yet?
I'm not getting the proceeds from it. That's for damn sure.
Apparently, motherfuckers are making stupid money.
People are finding out you have to pay taxes on that.
Oh, shit.
Like, I heard a story this morning on it's not the news, it's like the lighter side of the news. Before
Yeah.
you get to TMZ and it's all trash.
Yeah.
It's like funny articles.
Yeah.
So I think anything under like $1,000 you have to claim. You have to pay. You don't have to claim on your taxes.
Got you.
Chicks and some dudes apparently are making like 10, 15 G's.
A month.
It shows up when it transfers into your bank, you dumbasses. They want a tax return on that. Uncle Sam wants to know.
Yeah. No shit.
They're considered self-employed. They're having to pay Uncle Sam back because there's no taxes taken out. It automatically goes to your bank account.
That sucks.
They're like, OnlyFans is bankrupting these fucking 20-year-olds that have no idea what they're doing, thinking they're making fucking bank.
Yeah, no, and like, I mean,
It's
they're
awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know.
We're off track
How
again.
the fuck did we get there?
You brought up boobs.
Oh, boobs. I like boobs.
So,
I like all
Billy,
boobs. What?
now that we've gone hostile, we've talked about something we like. Let's talk about North Korea.
Let's get into it, guys. We're going to move right on into the history and the founding
Tee me off.
of North Korea. So we'll start with after the first Sino-Japanese War and the Russo-Japanese War, Korea was occupied by Japan from 1910 to 1945. Korean resistance groups known as just stay with me.
Butcher the shit
gonna
out
try-
of it.
It's the Dongnipgun. It's the Liberation Army. It's
Okay.
their Liberation Army.
Okay.
Operated along the Sino-Korean border, fighting guerrilla warfare against Japanese forces. Some of them took part in Allied action in China and parts of Southeast Asia. One of the guerrilla leaders was the communist Kim Il-sung, who later became the first leader of North Korea. After the Japanese surrender at the end of World War II in 1945, the Korean peninsula was divided into two zones along the 38th parallel, with the northern half of the peninsula occupied by the Soviet Union and the southern half by the United States. Negotiations on reunification failed. Soviet General Terenty Shitkov.
You said shit.
Shitykov. It's actually spelled Shtykov, so I'm going to call him Shitykov. Recommended the establishment of the Soviet Civil Authority in October of 1945 and supported Kim Il-sung as chairman of the Provisional People's Committee for North Korea. Established in February of 1946. In September of 1946, South Korean citizens rose up against the Allied military government. In April of 1948, an uprising of the Jeju Islanders was violently crushed. The South declared its statehood in May of 1948, and 2 months later, the ardent anti-communist Syngman Rhee became its ruler. The Democratic People's Republic of Korea was established in the north on the 9th of September in 1948. Shitykov served as the first Soviet ambassador while Kim Il-sung became premier. Soviet forces withdrew from the north in 1948, and most American forces withdrew from the south in 1949. Ambassador Shitykov suspected Rhee was planning to invade the north and was sympathetic to Kim's goal of Korean unification under socialism. The two successfully lobbied Joseph Stalin to support a quick war against the South, which culminated the outbreak of the Korean War, which brings us right into it. So, the military of North Korea invaded the South on the 25th of June in 1950 and swiftly overran most of the country. A United Nations force led by the United States intervened to defend the South and rapidly advanced into North Korea. As they neared the border with China, Chinese forces intervened on behalf of North Korea, shifting the balance of the war again. Fighting ended on July 27th of 1953 with an armistice that approximately restored the original boundaries between North and South Korea. But no peace treaty was signed. Approximately 3 million people died in the Korean War, with a higher proportional civilian death toll than World War II or the Vietnam War.
Well, that's pretty sizable.
That's pretty big, making it perhaps the deadliest conflict of the Cold War era. In both per capita and absolute terms, North Korea was the country most devastated by the war, which resulted in the death of an estimated 12 to 15% of the North Korean population, which was at 10 million at that time.
Damn.
A figure close to or surpassing the proportion of Soviet citizens killed in World War II. According to Charles K. Armstrong, as a result of the war, almost every substantial building in North Korea was destroyed. Some have referred to the conflict as a civil war, with other factors involved. A heavily guarded, demilitarized zone, or the DMZ, still divides the peninsula, and an anti-communist and anti-North Korea sentiment remains in South Korea. Since the war, the United States has maintained a strong military presence in the South, which is depicted by the North Korean government as an imperialist occupation force. It claims that the Korean War was caused by the U.S. and South Korea. So that gives you how they split. How they became North and South Korea.
Okay, so where do we want to start? Do we want to do opinions on it? How do you want to do this one?
Not really opinions. I mean,
I have one comment that's going to be kind of weird, so I want to save that for the end.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
get a drink.
I had to get a lot of talking there. I mean,
did good.
For me, like the Korean War is just a weird thing. I mean, the loss of that many lives, it's terrible.
It was definitely one of them things.
It wasn't, and I mean, the civilian casualty is absolutely insane.
You know, the term "caught in the crossfire" really just goes to another level when these people couldn't even get out of the way.
Yeah,
it was the fact that there's no getting out of the way because the war's going on at home.
Yeah,
and you got nowhere to go.
It's that type of loss to me is just, it's hard to fathom. So what I'm doing right now is I'm gonna look up, because I want to make sure my math is on point. I'm looking up 15% of 10 million. Yeah, 1.5 million. That's what I was going to say, but I didn't want to fuck it up. So you're talking 1.5 million.
It's massive.
Like
That's
like
just stupid.
like 10 million people. I bet you the population in North Carolina is more than 10 million. Like I guarantee. Like I'm gonna look it up.
Hold on, I'm looking that up right now.
You got it. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I bet you the population in North Carolina is probably 100 million. I'm gonna say 100.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna say 100 million.
10.49 million as of 2019.
Oh, I was wrong. So actually, no, because they're a country.
They are a country.
So like, this is just a state.
Yeah.
We have 10 million in our state.
So let's go back. How many did you say died?
It was
100 million?
No, 1.5 million.
1.5 million people. That's 10% of North Carolina dead
Yeah.
because of one war.
Yeah. Like, I can't even, like, yeah, because the civilian, it says with a higher proportional civilian death. Approximately 3 million people actually died in the Korean War.
Yeah.
So, literally half was, like, the North Korean side.
Damn.
Yeah. So, for me, that's gigantic. What do
So
you
when
got?
you said the DMZ, did you ever play the game on, I want to say PlayStation 2, that was called Mercenaries?
I never played Mercenaries. I wanted to, but I never got to play it.
So I loved Mercenaries. That was like the first or second video game outside of anything that had cars in it that literally caught my eye.
Yeah.
So it would always, and I was too young to really understand what it was trying to say.
Gotcha.
So like the main operator, the main voice of the game would tell you these kinds of things. Like, you're in an unrestricted area, because the whole game was based in North Korea.
Yeah.
And it would always reference the DMZ.
Gotcha.
I never even understood what that meant.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah.
And hearing that now as an adult, well, obviously it's a whole different thing.
Yeah, the demilitarized zone, the DMZ. So, I have a lot of buddies. Obviously, I'm former military. I have a lot of buddies that actually served in South Korea and have been to the DMZ, have been to the line, and they talked about how, like, literally, I mean, I think it's like a 10-foot difference radius-wise where, like, the South Korean soldiers stand and the North Korean soldiers stand.
Really?
Yeah, and there's buildings in between them.
That's
like
wild.
where they have their meetings and shit. And when they have their meetings, I'm pretty sure the way they said the tables are set up, South Korea sits on South Korean side of the border, North Korea sits on the other side.
Well, I don't want to say like it's an old style of doing things.
Yeah.
But like you said, you sit on one side of the table because that can mean life or death.
Yeah.
Everything you do is under scrutiny, and they don't trust their own people they're sitting with.
No,
'Cause they
hell
don't know
no.
who's crossing sides.
Fuck
Who's
that.
being paid off.
Yeah, that's just no. Not down for it.
And to hear that it literally spans back that far, and to getting to where we've gotten now, not a whole lot's changed. Not really.
I mean, not really, but sort of. I mean, a little bit.
Barely.
A little bit.
They still claim that North Korea is 100% out of control.
No, they are. I mean, yeah. Let's go ahead and move towards like the post-war developments.
Okay.
The relative peace between the South and the North following the armistice was interrupted by border skirmishes, celebrity abductions, and assassination attempts. The North failed in several assassination attempts on South Korean leaders, such as in 1968, 1974, and the Rangoon bombing in 1983. Tunnels were found under the DMZ, and tensions flared over the axe murder incident of Panmunjom in 1976. For almost 2 decades after the war, the two states did not seek to negotiate with one another. In 1971, secret high-level contacts began to be conducted, culminating in the 1972 July 4th North-South Joint Statement that established principles of working toward peaceful reunification. The talks ultimately failed because in 1973, South Korea declared its preference that the two Koreas should seek separate memberships in international organizations. During the 1956 August faction incident, Kim Il-sung successfully resisted efforts by the Soviet Union and China to depose him in favor of Soviet Koreans or the pro-Chinese Yanin faction.
So basically what you're saying there is they mutually agreed that
Nah, bro.
you need to join the Allies, you need to join whoever.
Yep.
We're not going as Korea. We're going as two separate entities, and there's a really good chance we're enemies at this point. Like, there was almost a handshake deal done that we're not friends.
It's just like they said. Like, there was the border skirmishes, the celebrity abductions, the assassination attempts. Like,
it just won't end.
The way this reads is that a lot of it was coming from the north to the north trying to commit it to the south, which wouldn't surprise me knowing today, because Kim Il-sung is actually labeled as the founder of North Korea.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because he led it all through. But like you have so the axe murder incident of Panmunjom. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull up that story just for you guys. So Panmunjom, also known as Panmunjom, now located in Kaesong, North Hwaijeon Province, North Korea, was a village just north of the de facto border between North and South Korea, where the 1953 Korean Armistice Agreement that paused the Korean War was signed. The building where the armistice was signed still stands. Its name is often used as the metonym for the nearby Joint Security, or the area, the JSA, where discussions between North and South Korea still take place in blue buildings that straddle the military demarcation line. So, like the DMZ thing, like remember I told you, like straddles it?
Yeah.
As such, it is considered one of the last vestiges of the Cold War. And Panmunjom is actually referenced in Billy Joel's 1989 hit single, "We Didn't Start the Fire."
Oh, really? That was a reference to that?
Have you ever listened to that? If you listen to
Not a
that,
big
so
Billy
they
Joel
made
guy.
me in history class back in like 8th grade. We broke that song down, and it covers all kinds of shit, dude. That might be for another episode.
He wrote, well, we could do like songs that have meaning outside of just the fact that it's a song.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. That would actually be
So
a lot of fun.
what you're basically making a statement is, he wrote that song. The average man's going to go, okay, good song, sold albums, great. But he actually wrote it because that subject obviously hit home
he
with
wrote
him.
it. No, he wrote it, but it's got more to do than just North Korea. I think he hit a lot of different things. Right? Basically, his covered the entire Cold War.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was.
See, my parents never big in Billy Joel, and I never really listened to Billy Joel as an
honestly,
adult,
I think I was high during that class. I'm not gonna lie to you, but that's more than likely what I was. I also want to put a small disclaimer out there,
like
guys.
high as in like they put your desk on a table or something?
No, I smoked weed.
I smoked the devil's lettuce.
Yeah. I just want to put a small disclaimer out there, guys. There's so much shit to cover on North Korea. We're not going to be able to hit it all. I'm going to do my best to hit it all. I just want to put that out there because somebody's going to be like, you didn't talk about this. Dude, look. I'm just drinking my beer, talking to my buddy.
About North Korea.
Yeah. Now, just...
You either like it or you fuck off.
Sit down and you shut your yapper hole. Okay?
Felicia.
Done with your shit.
Felicia.
Okay. We're going to go to post-Cold War.
Go to post-Cold War.
In 1992...
Hey, 1 second.
Yes.
Should we explain for the people that don't understand that the Cold War wasn't actually a war? Because I feel like a lot more people don't know the Cold War actually wasn't a gun, tanks, troops war. You want to explain what the Cold War actually was?
Yeah, I can get into it. Let me...
just like a small synopsis. I'm not saying make a whole production out of it.
Yeah, no, I can pull it up real quick because that's actually...
I feel like it needs to be referenced because some people don't actually know what the Cold War was.
Yeah, that's no worries. I can pull it up because that was part of my research, was like researching the Cold War. So... Basically, like, just a synopsis. The Cold War was a period of political tension between the Soviet Union and the U.S. and their respective allies, the Eastern Bloc and the Western Bloc after World War II. Historians do not fully agree on the dates, but the period is generally considered to be the span of the 1947 Truman Doctrine to the 1991 dissolution of the Soviet Union. So, the geopolitical tension, like, basically it was like, no, you're fucking with me. No, you're fucking with me. You're fucking with me.
It was two things.
It's like the thing, like you ever see two people in school and they're about to fight. Neither one actually wants to fight, so they just push each
waiting
other
for the other
and
person
they
to
just
throw
like
the punch.
hit me, hit me,
Yeah.
hit me. That's basically what the Cold War was.
And I think there was two parts of it. It wasn't political high-ups were arguing, but it was also not an agreed, but a no trade war.
Yeah.
Even when countries nowadays, we say we hate this country, we're at war with this country, we're literally still trading with them. Oil is a huge thing that continues to get doctored out.
I think we had somewhat close to that, like during the Trump administration with China.
Correct.
Because we upped the tariffs on China.
Yeah.
And I think, like, if I believe correctly, I could be wrong, but I believe if it's not, I believe that Donald Trump put out, like, you're going to pay this or you're going to fuck off.
Yeah.
And we're going to go back to made in USA.
Yeah, they were trying to basically both sides are trying to squeeze each other out for the fact that you're not getting the natural resources, whatever you bring to the table as an offer, as part of this quote-unquote war.
Yeah. So,
again, it wasn't a guns, it was more of a product deal.
Yeah, so I looked up, like, geopolitical tensions, like that actual term.
Yeah.
And it brought me to geopolitical conditions. So this may help a little bit. Hopefully it does. Whatever. Geopolitical conditions have a direct impact on trade and economic activities of a country. Mm-hmm. So literally, like, if you're feuding, like, with another country, as I guess you could say Trump and China, because he calls it the China virus,
the Wuhan flu.
You can go into any store right now and pick out 900 products and turn them over and it says made in China. And we've been getting taxed the fuck out of on it.
Yeah. They turned the wheel around on us.
And we had a super low tax on them, if any at all. So basically Trump came in and said, no, we're fucking done with that. You're going to get taxed.
Well, especially with companies taking work out of the country, too.
Yes, because it was cheaper.
It was cheaper, the labor, the shipping in, all the hassle of doing it out of the country, but it was so cheap to do it outside the country, it's worth it.
Yeah, but it just completely killed the American dream of, like,
correct,
work here, make your money, White House picket fence,
yes,
the whole nine. So
for anybody that didn't understand what a Cold War is, that's the explanation.
It's tensions that cause issues in the trade and economic scandals between the countries.
It's not guns and bullets.
Yeah. So post-Cold War.
1992.
As Kim Il-sung's health began deteriorating, Kim Jong-il slowly began taking over various state tasks. Kim Il-sung died of a heart attack in 1994. With Kim Jong-il declaring a 3-year period of national mourning before officially announcing his position as the new leader afterwards, North Korea promised to halt its development of nuclear weapons under the agreed framework negotiated with the U.S. President Bill Clinton and signed in 1994. Building on Nordpolitik, South Korea began to engage with the North as part of its Sunshine Policy. Kim Jong-il instituted a policy called Songan, or Military First. There is much speculation about this policy being used as a strategy to strengthen the military while discouraging coup attempts. Flooding in the mid-1990s exacerbated the economic crisis, severely damaging crops and infrastructure, and led to widespread famine, which the government proved incapable of curtailing, resulting in the deaths of between 240,000 and 420,000 people. In 1996, the government accepted UN food aid.
Wow.
So that's a quick synopsis of post-Cold War. So basically, Kim Jong-il dies. And then, I am fucked that up. It's Kim Il-sung's health. So he died.
I heard Kim and thought you were right.
Well, they're all fucking named weird. Kim Il-sung, he dies from a heart attack.
Okay.
3 years of mourning later, Kim Jong-il, who is still currently ruler, he takes over. Okay. And basically that's what he inputs, like, military, because when...
trying to show the strength of the country still.
You can't run a coup on it when your fucking military is as big as, like, it's literally over half their country, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, you see and it's going to be the videos, the kind of actored videos, where you have a whole freaking city, and 3/4 of the quote unquote crowd is the military marching through.
Yeah,
the idea of ruling by fear is something that they live by.
Exactly. So you have that happen. Oh, excuse me, Kim Jong-il. I fucked that up. Kim Jong-il is not currently running. It's Kim Jong-un, I believe.
Kim Jong-un, yes.
These fucking names.
Well, the problem is they all start with Kim Jong.
Or Kim Sung, or Kim Jong, or Kim Tu Sung, and like, fuck.
It's tough for us to keep straight because we don't speak Korean.
Yeah. So, 21st century. The international environment changed with the election of the U.S. President George W. Bush back in 2001. His administration rejected South Korea's Sunshine Policy and the agreed framework. The U.S. government treated North Korea as a rogue state, while North Korea redoubled its efforts to acquire nuclear weapons to avoid the fate of Iraq, because bombs.
Yeah, that's going really well.
On the 9th of October 2006, North Korea announced it had conducted its first nuclear weapons test. U.S. President Barack Obama adopted a policy of strategic patience, resisting making deals with North Korea. Tensions with South Korea and the U.S. increased in 2010 with the sinking of the South Korean warship, the Cheonan, and North Korea's shelling of Yeonpyeong Island. On December 17, 2011, Kim Jong-il died from a heart attack. So, notice the pattern here. His youngest son, Sung. See, I've been saying Sung.
Yeah, you're all tongue-tied.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
His youngest son, Kim Jong-un, was announced as his successor. In the face of international condemnation, North Korea continued... Condemnation. All condoms here for you, boy. North Korea continued to develop its nuclear arsenal, possibly including a hydrogen bomb and a missile capable of reaching the U.S. Throughout 2017, following Donald Trump's assumption of the U.S. presidency, tensions between the U.S. and North Korea increased, and there was heightened rhetoric between the two, with Trump threatening fire and fury and North Korea threatening to test missiles that would land near Guam. The tensions substantially decreased in 2018 in this is a fucking French word, I think. A identity developed. A series of summits took place between Kim Jong-un of North Korea and President Moon Jae-in of South Korea and President Trump. It has been 3 years, 1 month since North Korea's last ICBM test, which is actually longer than that now. I'm just reading from an older article. So basically, shit got real bad. These motherfuckers keep dying from heart attacks.
Yep.
Kim Jong-un takes over. Big problems with the hydrogen bomb and them testing it, because I remember that they were testing it.
See,
and we were like
that hitting the news,
and we were like, okay, so they're about to fucking bomb us, right?
That's when we went on kind of, I don't want to say red alert, but like yellow alert.
Yeah.
That they're testing how long until the little red button gets hit. Exactly.
So, and then Trump gets out, and everybody that listens to this, you've heard Trump. Trump just talks. He says the shit straight. Yeah. And he said the shit straight with fire and fury, and then somehow
they back down.
They didn't back down, but somehow he worked his fucking business magic and actually had a meeting, which you saw that too.
Which was like the first time in how many years?
Oh, God.
Like 20, 30 years?
I think it was more than that. It was something ridiculous.
The U.S. leader and the North Korean leader had met face to face?
Yeah. Shook hands, the whole nine, like...
Cameras,
have you seen the actual video footage of it?
Yes, I saw it on Fox News actually.
Like Trump's like, yeah, smile for the cameras, and like Kim Jong Un's like, it's like.
The best part is, when they're that close, like when they're in a meeting, they both have their translators. Yeah, neither one speaks either one's English. Language.
No. Trump does not speak.
They're sitting next to him. He probably goes, "Hey, turn this way." He goes, in his own mind, he goes, "The fuck did that white boy just say?"
Yeah, like
I got nothing.
What do you say?
The best part is Have you heard his sister? The leader's sister is the one that everybody says that if she
She's
gets in
worse.
power,
She's worse
they
than
say
he is.
she is hostile.
Yeah. So I was
She
getting ready
wants
to do
World War III.
how do the North Korean civilians live? Because if you're not military in North Korea, you're fucked. So this right here is human rights in North Korea. Let's see if I can get it all pulled up here. I've got like 12 different tabs open because, Producer Albany. I lost it.
Producer Albany loves her tabs. I checked through her computer one time and they're looking for a PDF.
So as a civilian,
There's 100 open.
based on the seclusiveness of North Korea, there's not like a ton of jobs you can do, but military is really the best. You can't own anything that has to do with any religion.
No,
all the TV stations
That's like
go back to the Almighty Leader.
Yep.
There is worship times.
They
for the
tell
Almighty
you
Leader.
they tell you what to do, when you do it, and how you do it.
You can actually walk, like the biggest highway in North Korea, you can actually walk on it
Yeah.
because you'll see about, I think they said something like 5 to 6 cars every couple of hours.
Oh wow.
Because it's too poor. There's no
Yeah.
reason to own it. I actually watched a Vice documentary, and the guy, I think he is the founder of Vice. He went to North Korea, and on the train to North Korea, they come check all your shit. Like, make sure you don't have any like Bibles, Quran, or is it Quran?
Qurans,
the Quran. Anything related back to that, like
Because they don't want their people seeing that
any of that
or hearing it.
But yeah, so no Bibles, no Qurans, no Poetic Eddas, no
So
Havamalls, nothing. You can't have shit.
You go back to you hear about Japan and China. They don't see the news we see or the internet that we have. Their government supposedly, through word of mouth, censors everything.
Yeah.
You hear what they want you to hear.
The end.
Now, Japan and China, I think they're a 50-50 ball on whether that's the truth. North Korea, that's the truth. If you hear news, that means 6 people signed off on it.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's the truth or not, that's what you're hearing. It could be 100% fabrication like you're talking about.
Yeah.
But it's because it fits the model they're looking for.
So, all because, I love a I love a good conspiracy.
Always.
There was actually a brother to Kim Jong Un, and his name was Kim Jong Nam.
Of course.
He died.
Of a heart attack?
Let's talk about it. There's a couple of things here, but we're just gonna go over his conspiracy of how he died. So, start right away.
Fire me off.
With on February. Whoa! Did you lose me on the mics?
That's me a little bit. I'm just adjusting.
Oh, gotcha.
Is there a mute button on your computer on the top row?
I don't know. Yes. Oh wait. I'm muted.
All right, well, that didn't change anything. Keep going.
Okay. On February 13th, 2017, Kim Jong Nam was killed after 2 women poisoned him with a VX nerve agent. You can see the tragic video.
Oh, of course, there's video of it.
Yeah, that shows him with sorry. You can see the tragic video that shows the moment he was poisoned and how he tried to get help at a medical center. Although most sources do report it was a VX nerve agent that killed him. 2 chemical weapons experts said that Jong Nam's reactions weren't quite consistent with the VX. Since he was able to walk to a medical station, there were no other injuries. Kim was attacked around 9 a.m. on February 13th near the self-check-in kiosk at Kuala Lumpur International Airport while returning to Macau. Kim told an airport reception that someone had grabbed him from behind, splashing liquid on his face, and a woman covered his face with a cloth that was laced with a liquid. He was intubated and given medication, but he died while in transit to a nearby hospital. He had been traveling under the pseudonym Kim Choi. If you don't know what a pseudonym is, it's just an alias. In an attempt to hide his identity. But
I never knew that, so I learned something new.
Yeah, it's called a pseudonym. Can you spell it?
I can barely spell my fucking name.
Please, God, try to spell pseudonym right now.
Okay, so pull it up. Pull it up right now.
I'm looking at the word. Don't look it up.
All right.
I'm looking at the word right now. Please spell pseudonym.
Pseudonym. What?
Why would you tell him that?
Bull. Are you serious?
Why would you tell him that?
I'm already out.
Why would you fucking ruin it?
I was gonna start with S. Are
No
you
shit.
fucking kidding me?
Why did you ruin it? Why would you fuck it up like that?
Spell it. Bullshit. It starts with a P.
Pseudonym.
Oh, I'd have had that all fucked up.
Yes, and it would have been great.
That'd have been
fucking producer
ass
had to
backwards.
fuck it up. All right. Anyway, his pseudonym was Kim Choi in an attempt to hide his identity, but he had often posted on Facebook under that name and used it for email communication. So you're an idiot.
I knew that.
The next day, Malaysian police arrested Duan Thi Huang, a 28-year-old Vietnamese woman who was identified through the CCTV footage. 2 days later, Siti Asia, a 25-year-old Indonesian woman, was arrested. Huang said that the four men told her to spray the liquid onto Kim while Asaya covered his face with a handkerchief. She said they were told it was a prank. However, Malaysian police later determined that they believed the two women knew the substance was poisonous and had rehearsed the actions together on multiple occasions. They were recruited separately, police said. The women's defense attorneys still dispute this finding, insisting they thought it was a prank for TV. So on March 16th of 2017, Interpol issued a notice for 4 North Koreans they believed were involved in the murder, but 3 were released after being cleared of wrongdoing. The men that the women claim recruited them have not been charged and are not in custody. The North Korea government rejected all findings that the claim about the VXNR agent was absurd, and the cause of death was a... What was it?
Heart attack.
Heart attack!
So what you're telling me is they have eyewitnesses, they have video evidence, which in our state of law will 100% get you convicted. That'll get you the chair tomorrow.
Yeah.
And they said, nah,
Not
everything
good.
you saw is a fucking lie.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Kim Jong-nam was reportedly in hiding before he was poisoned and had survived several other attempts on his life. In 2016, months before he died, he told a driver that he was worried his life was... Wow.
That was me fucking
you
with
just
buttons.
killed me again.
I'm sorry.
Holy mackerel, what is going on?
I'm adjusting things. I'm hearing stuff, and I was just adjusting one thing.
Oh, Kim Jong-nam was reportedly in hiding before he was poisoned and had survived several other attempts on his life. In 2016, months before he died, he told a driver that he was worried his life was in danger. In 2010, a North Korean agent gave cash to a taxi driver to stage an accident with Jong-nam, but Jong-nam never arrived. That's what GQ reported. In 2012, thank you. What is that?
It's another beer, bub.
Jesus, guys, I gotta drive home. In 2012,
We'll get you some dinner after.
In 2012, another attempt was made on his life, and he wrote to Jong-un, "Please withdraw the order to punish me and my family. We have nowhere to hide. The only way to escape is to choose suicide."
So, they didn't really give him the option like exile or whatever. You're going to die. We're either going to do it the sneaky way, or you're going to pull the plug out of the wall.
Basically.
You don't really have a choice here.
Yeah.
You're the odd man out, my friend.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Prior to this, he had been openly critical of North Korea. So he was actually against North Korea. In 2011, for example, after Kim Jong-un took his father's place leading the country, Kim Jong-nam sent an email to a Japanese journalist calling his brother a joke to the outside world. A quote, joke to the outside world.
Okay, so basically he doesn't fit the fulfillment of the family.
Yes.
So you're the joke.
Yeah. He once said he did not believe in third-generation succession, but hoped his brother would do his best for North Korea. In 2012, he told a reporter, this is a quote, "Without reforms, North Korea will collapse, and when such changes take place, the regime will collapse. I think we will see valuable time lost as the regime sits idle, fretting over whether it should pursue reforms or stick to the present political structure." So basically, he wanted change for North Korea. Like,
well, yeah, that's what it comes back to. He wanted North Korea to go in a sensible direction, and Child 1 and 2 are off their rocker as usual.
yeah.
So we're telling him to shut up and disappear. But they don't believe in disappearing. You need to
No.
be dead.
Yeah. Like, fuck you, you're an enemy. You need to die today. Right
Wow,
now, this
that
second.
is fucking hostile. I'll give it to him.
At one
That
point,
shit
excuse
is
me.
hostile.
At one point, Kim Jong-nam was expected to be the next in line to lead North Korea. His father had told him that he would be the one to take his place when he grew up. GQ. That's what GQ reported. In 1998,
that's what GQ
Yeah.
reported.
In 1998, he was appointed to a senior position in North Korea that would secure the succession. He accompanied his father to Shanghai in 2001 as part of his leadership role, but in May of 2001, he was arrested in Japan and found to be traveling with a forged passport under the alias Pengyong. He was actually. Can you spell Young? 'Cause I'm pretty sure I pronounced it right.
YUHN?
No, XIONG.
Are you serious? How did you know that?
I've watched a documentary. He was detained.
That's cheating. You set me up for that.
Yeah,
one.
he was detained and deported to China. He said he had been planning to visit Tokyo Disneyland. His father canceled a trip to China with his son out of embarrassment. News stories.
Hold on. He fled the country, and my get out of shit story is I'm going to fucking.
I'm going to Disneyland.
What happened? Did they win? Did the Super Bowl happen 3 nights before? And he goes, "That's a great story."
Yeah, he's straight like,
I'm going to the Japanese Disneyland.
Yep, that's exactly
stupid.
what you
Have
think.
a better
Yes.
plan, my dude. I'm on vacation.
I lost my fucking thing. His father canceled
I'm sorry,
the trip.
Disneyland came
Well,
out.
his father canceled a trip to China with his son out of embarrassment. News stories either suggest that Jong Nam was an immature heir or focused on Louis Vuitton bags his female companions had, suggesting he was a symbol of extravagant living. His temporary exile eventually turned permanent. So, ultimately, he should have been heir, but
The one with the com head.
yeah. And he should. Well, he also like bad bitch, bad bitch. Anyway, so, but he was actually supposed to be heir, and he did, but he didn't believe in the third generation succession.
Yeah.
So he would have been third generation, which means he probably would have found a way to turn it over, to a different hand.
Calmness.
And
something?
Instead, Kim Jong Un, like when you fear, like you said, when you fear someone who technically should hold precedent over you,
A little bit.
you make them not.
Yes.
So ultimately, he was murdered
No,
by his brother.
I thought he had a heart attack.
So right now, I'm sure everybody's kept up with the news, Kim Jong Un apparently had disappeared for a long time, and he has heart issues as well.
Is it?
It's just like heart attack after heart attack.
Is there something in the Korean genetic line
in
that heart disease
that
runs
line?
in
I
that
guess in that
line?
line, but yeah. So
they can say, "Oh yeah, you had a heart attack. It's in the family."
I guess
You motherfuckers die from a heart attack
Yeah.
every time there's a change in generation.
Yeah. So like right now, we're not really sure about Kim Jong Un at this point.
I thought he resurfaced.
I haven't seen anything. If you've seen something, you can let me know. I researched it. I came up with like a lot of weird shit, and I just would rather stay with what I've
Do
heard.
you think it's safe for me to Google on my work computer, is Kim Jong Un alive?
I mean, it's probably gonna have something. I mean, I can Google it with you, and maybe like
Can you leave North Korea if you live there? Okay.
You can't. Actually, that's a cool thing to talk about too. So there's actually a video.
He's got a terrible haircut.
Yeah. So if Kim Jong Un destroys North Korea's economy, blah, 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 whatever. Yeah, that's like the main headline that comes up every fucking time. What I was gonna say is there's actually a fucking video of a soldier escaping North Korea.
Oh, I think I saw that one.
And it's like a night vision style, bro.
Yeah.
He's getting shot at. He got shot a couple times.
He got peppered.
And ended up making it over the border. I think he made it.
He took 6 whole steps into another country, and they peppered him. There was like 12 people unloading.
Yeah, because they don't want you to leave. Like you're not allowed to You're not allowed to bring newspaper. Like so.
Nothing.
Also on that Vice documentary I was talking about, when they leave, all of a sudden a bunch of soldiers like came over and like were like, "Give me your phone." Went through their fucking phones. So when you go as a tourist to North Korea, everything is staged. So when Vice went,
it's happy smiles. Everybody's happy.
Well, when
You're
Vice
seeing actors.
when Vice went, they it was like, well, dinner's at this time. Bro, he was the only one sitting in this humongous auditorium eating dinner, but he was getting served like like proper, right? Then he
Yeah.
got invited to a show. Literally, it was like him and like 6 other people in the stands for the show. When you travel around North Korea, you're led by a guard. You're not allowed to take pictures of certain things. You're allowed to take pictures of anything that has the all leaders picture or statue. And then when they got on the train to leave, they came on their phones, deleted all the pictures that weren't allowed, or checked to see if there were pictures that weren't allowed.
Yeah.
Like, they delete apps and shit off your phone. Like, when you go into your hotel to sit down, like I said, every TV channel you look at has something to do with the all leader. They worship him. They force the people to worship him.
Well, yeah, it's called brainwashing.
So I guess to close out on like a final thought for it, I actually have a question.
Okay, hit me.
If you lived in North Korea, how long do you think you'd last? And I don't mean like fucking when would you live? Like how long would you fucking last?
Let me get a little texture to this. Did I grow up here for some whatever reason that got me there? Did I grow up here to 26 years old
No.
and be forced, or was I born in North Korea?
You got stuck there after the Korean War, after the Cold War.
So I know that they're censoring everything.
Yes, because you know what the outside's like.
Okay, that's where I was trying to get. Do
Yeah,
I know
let's go
what
off
the rest
that.
of
Let's
the
go
world
off
is
that.
like?
Yeah.
It's tough. It takes a very strong person to leave. Just like, how do I say this without offending somebody? Just like going outside the norm and admitting it to the people you care about. Because it's easy to go into a crowd of people, a bunch of people you don't know,
Yeah.
and tell them something obnoxious.
Yeah.
You don't know anybody. I can go see these motherfuckers again. It's telling your mom, your dad, your grandparents, people that you grew up idolizing, that your opinion is so different. And I'm not going to get into what things stand out because that's not where we're going with this.
No, just how long do
I
you
think
think
it's
you
the
would survive?
fear.
Yeah. It is the fear.
Not long. I feel like I have a strong enough personality
think-
that if I knew what the outside world was like, it would be a daily mission that we need to find a way out of here.
Okay. So you think you would go on the escape route? Like, I've got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, because you look at quality of life.
Yeah.
What quality? I mean, I haven't heard anybody say, yeah, I don't want to leave North Korea. Quality of life's, we live too damn good to leave.
Yeah.
No. You don't.
No.
We're talking about poverty. We're talking about, barely functioning. You're getting what they give you.
Exactly. That's all you're getting.
And, I could, in 20 years, 50 years, somebody could hear this and say, wow, they were lost. America, you were just getting what the government gave you. And maybe we are, but at this point, I feel like, I go to work, I do my job, I make my money, I decide what I eat for dinner. I can eat a 5-star meal tonight, or I can eat Taco Bell or McDonald's.
Yeah.
That's my choice.
First of all, Taco Bell's 5-star. Fuck off.
Oh, yeah, it's 5-star. It's 5-star for making my shit turn to water.
Yeah, that's true too.
But, I mean, it's just... It takes a strong personality to go outside the lines of, hey, this is what's going on around you.
Yeah.
It's very dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you value your time in life at? So, Billy, after doing all the research and looking all this, and I did look up Kim Jong-un. Everything I can find says he's alive.
But there's no credible source.
Well, the Washington Post says
Like-
Kim Jong-un appears to be alive. So why did CNN and other news outlets report on his deathbed?
Well, because there was a big festival. I don't remember what it was.
A festival that almost came off like it was a
It was
funeral.
But no, it was not just that, but it was a big festival that he never misses. It's one of the biggest ones, and he was a fucking no call, no show.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I remember hearing about that. I mean, it's weird. I'm not saying it's...
Although as bad as his sister is, we can maybe do an episode just on her one day.
Like I say, all I've ever heard about her
is horror.
I couldn't even tell you her name.
I did not say horror. I said horror.
They say that she makes him look like a nursery, like a Girl Scout.
So I feel like if he was dead, she would have already claimed
Like-
throne.
She's hitting the big red button, blowing everything up, melting everything down,
Yep.
and she's doing it with a smile and a Reese cup in her hand because it's
Exactly.
funny as hell to her.
Yeah.
I've heard she's hostile.
Yeah, that's what I read about, and like
She's out for
that's
blood.
the only reason I'm not getting into her shit is because I know we're long into this already, and also I think I'd rather do just a whole episode on herself.
Oh yeah.
So for me, after watching all the shit and like seeing what it is, I am so blessed to be a motherfucking civilian of the United States of America.
Amen.
I love my fucking country, regardless of the fucking crazy going on in the politics and all that shit.
Yeah, you got to be a little crazy to reset yourself.
You know what
every
I
once in
can
a while.
do? You know what I can do right now? I can go on Facebook. I can post my political opinion. I can tell people to get fucked. And guess what? No one's breaking down my door
Nope.
to send me off to a work camp
Nope, they're not black
because
bagging you.
yeah, I mean, like you said, I can go, I can be sitting at fucking Chili's
Yep.
and say whatever the fuck I want out loud.
Yep.
Can you argue with me? Fuck yeah, you can. Me and you can sit here and debate right now on Democrat, Republican. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And like all that's going to come of it is a discussion between you and I,
Correct.
and then you guys hear it.
Yeah.
And guess what? It's done. No,
It's part of our Constitution.
I don't have to worry about the fucking military kicking my door in.
No.
You
Because
know,
you made one wrong statement.
because we have a constitution, and I'm so blessed to be born in a country, especially a country I got to serve
Yeah.
under that constitution, because that was in my oath
Yeah.
to uphold the Constitution and to defend it
Mm-hmm.
against foreign and domestic terrorists.
Yeah.
So, fuck you, North Korea. Not you, North Koreans. No,
North-
I feel very bad
North
for you
Korean
guys,
management.
and I really hope
Yeah.
that all of that changes for you. Is it look likely? No.
Probably not.
All the management though, you guys can get fucked.
You guys suck.
Y'all have fucked up. You know what?
I think a good segue. So the fact that we're using our editing studio, aka again, the office in my house, I have an awesome piece of, what do you call it? I don't even know what to call it.
shadow box. You can
So
call it
I was
whatever you
given
want.
a piece of, I don't want to say history because it sounds weird.
It's a fucking piece of
I was
history.
given a certificate from my best friend since diapers, Tyler, like a brother to me. I'm the father to his goddaughter, who I love to death. Has his second child, who's a couple months old now. She's beautiful as it gets. He gave me a folded flag and a certificate that was flown. He served in the Army as an MP. He was in Guantanamo Bay. And I think he's done 2 tours in Guantanamo Bay. And I never served in the military, but I have family in the military. I have friends that are military, and then friends that are in the police, law enforcement. I have a large respect for them. If I'd understood what I understood today, I probably would have been a lot more harder in high school when I made that choice. But I will never not back them. So basically, the flag that I have displayed in my office that I was given by Tyler basically says Camp VII 7, Camp 7.
Yeah, 7.
Camp 7, Joint Detention Group, GTMO, Cuba, Operation Enduring Freedom. The flag of the United States of America presented to Alex Kirk. It was given to me. This flag was proudly flown above Camp 7 in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba on August 12th, 2016. The flag is presented to you in the spirit of patriotism as a tribute to those who lost their lives during terrorism attacks in the United States of America, and on behalf of all the soldiers, sailors, Marines, airmen, Coast Guardsmen serving under Operation Enduring Freedom who continue to fight the global war on terrorism. For a long time, I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I didn't know what to do with it, so I made sure it stayed in a sealed bag. It never got folded. It was always in a box. About 3 months ago, I finally found, I was looking for something else, and I found it in a box. And I decided now that me and Jordan have a beautiful home, she's done outstanding decorating it, that needed to be put up correctly.
Well, that's a perfect thing for it
And
right there.
Honestly, I love the spot. The spot could change. But the box to death, I love it.
Oh, the box is fucking awesome.
And again,
You know what you should get?
What?
You should get his unit pin,
Yeah.
and you can pin it like on that side over there.
Over here?
Yeah. Get his unit pin, get a unit patch, and
Yeah.
then like really top it off.
That'd be awesome.
I mean, I'll give you a couple of mine if you want them.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, then you'll have like everybody.
I mean, again, I was honored that
I wasn't
got it for
now
me.
let me just put out there, I wasn't a Gitmo, but
No. So he brought this back on his first tour. And again, I'm honored to this day that I even have the honor of having a flag
What's his
inside.
name?
Tyler Miller.
Tyler Miller.
You know him. You haven't been up. He hasn't been down here yet. They're supposed to come down in April.
Okay, well, let me go ahead. This is going to throw us a little off our normal. Honorary Bruce is going to go to Tyler Miller. Thank you for your service, brother. Also, shout out to all the military right now
Amen.
who are in D.C. and at other capitals around the country. I know this episode is going to air long after all that's over, but as of right now, in our context, this is what's happening. Shout out my boy Jeremy. But Tyler Miller, you got the honorary brewski for Two Dudes and a Brew podcast on this episode. Thank you so much. I think it applies very well, especially since you were at Gitmo and we're talking about North Korea. It's, you know what, we're here for it. So thank you.
Yeah. Like I said, it's an honor to have it inside my house. It's an honor that it was given to me of a flag that was flown at a camp that I've heard him say before, I joined the world's greatest military to guard the world's greatest scum, but somebody's got to do the job.
Somebody's got to do the fucking job.
I appreciate everything you've done.
Hey, let's do
It
a
was a
fucking
long
cheers, my
time.
guy, to him. Absolutely.
Cheers.
Cheers. We'll drink to you, brother.
It was an honor. I love you like a brother. And at that point, Billy,
Let's close it
Where
out
are
with
we
a
at?
brew review.
brew review.
Yeah, because we got a little off, but I felt like that was a perfect time. Segues.
Segues. We're out of order. Producer Albany's pissed. We didn't follow her whiteboard out we were told.
She's just like, fuck you guys.
We're
So,
making
guys,
it up as we go.
we drank the Hazeway IPA from the Winding Path Brewing Company.
In what county?
York County, Pennsylvania.
Thank you. That's all I want. That's home base for me, bub. That's family.
Whatever, fuck you.
Wow.
All right, so Alex, we're going to start with can art. You're 1 out of 5. 5 being this is some cool ass shit. 1 being work on your shit. 1 out of 5, Alex. What is it on can art and why?
I'll give it a 4.1. It's not anything crazy. The Sasquatch is funny as hell. The longer you look at the Sasquatch,
It gets funnier.
Yeah.
It gets funnier.
the face, the feet, the fact that he has the beer that it's on the can in his hand, it's funny. Again, and I go back to the same thing I said last episode. I went into a beer store of 80 to 200 plus beers
and it popped.
and picked this out. Now, was I nitpicking because of the county? Yes, because I knew I was coming back to North Carolina. I wanted something that was close to home for me. But
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm there for it.
it caught my eye. It's cool. It's another one. It's a wrap. Producer Albany, I didn't see you attempt to pull the wrap off this one. Of course, last episode it sounded like you were coming through the wall with a jackhammer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can Art's 4.1. It's fun.
All
I
right.
like it.
I think can art for me, I think I'm going to say a 4. Just 4 even.
Yeah, I like it.
Kind of the same reasons as you. I mean, I want to know if this is like fully hand drawn. Because if it's fully hand drawn, I would definitely up my score.
I could send an each mail.
You could send them an each mail.
Each mail.
But I give it a 4 overall just because there is a lot of open space on the label overall, and I think they could have done more. Also, look at this beautiful split where they wrapped it. It splits his fingers. And for me, that bothers me because I'm very like a complete person. That to me creates tension.
Oh, it drives my
fucking like
OCD
that.
nuts.
Like just fucking pull it together. So for me, it's going to be a 4. Alex, on taste, 1 out of 5 on the Hazeway IPA. Create new pass. Winding Path Brewing. Guys, if you're new to it, 5. I would drive to 10 different grocery stores to get it. 1 being, if I was drunk as shit, last thing left. This is what I'm drinking. Alex, what do you give it?
What do I want to give it? Give it a 3.7.
Okay.
It didn't blow me away. It had a good taste, but it's your IPA. It's what you expect on an IPA. again, it didn't blow me away. If we went to a bar and we're looking at the beer menu and I go, oh, Winding Path, Hazeway IPA. I've had that before. I could dig it. Yeah, why not? One or two, why not? If I'm in a beer store of 80 plus beers and I know I've tried every beer in there, it's not the first one I'm pulling, but it's not the last. It's a run-of-the-mill IPA. I like it. The haze I didn't really see. You know, we're pretty hard on hazes at this point because we're used to chunks that are in them that supposedly break down and it morphs into a Power Ranger or whatever the fuck the story is at this point. I didn't see the big haze, but it's good. I'd drink it. It's not at the Miller High Life, the champagne of beers beer. I can tell you. So Billy, I gave it what did I give it? 3.5, 3.7?
3.7.
What do you give it?
2.7.
Really?
Yeah, 2.7.
I thought you'd like it more.
I liked it off the head, like I told you.
I knew that.
Once it got warm, it got sour. Like, as I was closing it, like, I like a beer I can kill off, and it's just like, man, that stayed smooth all the way down. I don't know what happened.
I feel like that's tough to do with an IPA, though.
But I have judged many.
You have.
And for me, it got super sour once the temperature changed, and those hops really, everything changed together. It turned into a sour, and it actually reminded me of what was that one? The Taylor Swift, the blueberry sour we did.
Oh, the blue like I've never known.
Yeah, as soon as I started to kill off the last of it, because like when you were like, let's pop a top, I was like, oh shit, I have a little bit left. I went to kill it, and I was like, oh, like it just didn't hit right. So it's gonna be a 4 on can art for me and a 2.7 on taste. Guys, it's not terrible. I'm a picky schnob.
Can I say something?
Schnob.
Not only is it located in... I want to see the directions on it. Not only is it located in York County, it's located really close to my parents' house.
Nice.
I was on their website. I'm Googling it right now to see how close it is to my parents' house.
Speaking of Googling it, guys, if you have not checked us out on all the platforms, you absolutely can. We are on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, fucking your mom's butthole. You can check us out everywhere. Make sure it's shaved. And then we will...
Like I say, what about producer Albany's shaved butthole? Because she brought that up during
fucking
the episode.
Jordan shaves her butthole, too. They're weirdos.
Can I ask that without being weird?
No.
How do you check it? Do you and Jordan, is that what happens during the week when we're at work?
Is there like a double?
Oh, we're on the feel method.
We just touch our buttholes now.
By the way, 19 minutes from my parents' house.
We need to make a visit.
Okay. 8 hours and 19 minutes from here.
Okay. Okay, guys, but like I said, you can check us out everywhere. This is actually going to be our second video that actually hits YouTube. So... if you have not watched us and you've just listened, it's worth tuning in on YouTube as well.
I have a beautiful face.
It's pretty nice.
You almost had a beard. At least this week you have dark 5 o'clock shadow.
I have more than dark 5 o'clock shadow.
Did you edge it?
No.
Don't lie to me.
I have not. Have I touched it?
Turn your face sideways. Oh, no, you didn't edge it.
Yeah, I haven't edged it.
There's one piece up the side of your face that pokes up.
Yeah, and I got fucking dudes.
Flattened.
I got dudes at my work that are in their 50s, and they're like, I could grow my beard for 2 years and it wouldn't be as long as yours right now. And I'm like, you need to take your vitamins. But
remember that, kids. You want a badass beard? Take your vitamins.
Yes. So, guys, make sure you check us out on all the platforms. If you do follow us on Apple, which is one of our main go-tos, make sure you rate us and review us. It definitely helps for other people to find us. Make sure you share on Facebook. If you're not following us yet, it's Two Dudes and a Brew Podcast. And if you have anything you want to send us as would you rathers or anything of that sort, you can check us out at our email at
twodudesandabrewpodcast@gmail.com.
Boom, there you go.
I got through it smooth. I tried to fuck it up, but then I fixed it.
Again, guys, we enjoy doing this, and we really like to bring you new content every single week. Our episodes drop every single Friday at midnight. So, well, I guess I was
at 12:01.
12:01.
Somebody better be fucking listening to it.
Yeah. Oh, I do.
Bullshit.
Did I not listen? I listened
12:01.
Yes, I do.
Oh, producer Albany called your
Jesus
bullshit.
Christ. If I don't hear it at 12:01, I hear it at fucking 5:30. So whatever. Anyways, like I said, guys, we appreciate you so much, and we hope that your new year is going as you plan. You're keeping up with your New Year's resolutions. I know Alex is, and I am doing my best to do as well. So
I'm drinking more coffee than I did before.
I am too. A lot more.
I'm proud of you for giving up energy drinks. They're for the devil.
I didn't give them up. I had one this morning.
Did you ever drink those other ones I gave you?
Yeah, I actually took them to work too, because they were heavy.
Were they?
Yeah,
I never drank
they were
them. I was
good.
scared
They
it
were
would fuck
they
my
were really
stomach up.
good. I liked them a lot. Actually, they didn't fuck my stomach up. They were really good. We're way off topic.
Welcome to our podcast.
No shit. Guys, but make sure you can send us any topic you want us to hear us talk about. Send us beer too. We're willing to try any beer. We'll rate, we'll review it, and we'll let you know what we think. Alex, what do you got?
Remember, we like to go live. Come interact with us on our lives. We have fun. We have a damn good time.
We have a really good time.
Other than that, again, send us your would you rather. Send us topics you want us to talk about, want us to research. Other than that, Billy?
Twodudesandabrewpodcast@gmail.com.
I was going to say take us out, but that's our email.
I just
Other
wanted
than
to
that,
put it out there.
Bailey, let's go ahead and take us out.
All right, guys, this has been Two Dudes and a Brew. We've had a great time. I really hope you enjoyed the episode.
You almost got out in one breath.
I did. Really hope you enjoyed the episode, and we can't wait to bring you more content. I'm Billy.
I'm Alex. For producer Albany, marketing manager Jordan, Tyson, Remy, all the kids in the fucking house. Have a great night, guys.
Cheers, my guy.
Cheers.